Hey everyone, so I am back with another video, and today I actually wanted to share my New York City haul with all of you. If you didn't know, I went to New York last week with my dad to celebrate my birthday in sort of like a father-daughter trip, and I bought a lot of stuff. So rather than go on, I will get started because this is going to probably end up being a fairly long video. So I'll start with jewelry because that is what is closest to me. I picked up 2 items of jewelry while away. The first is from Macy's and it's from the BCBG line. I have a number of their bracelets, some of the necklaces. I really like the line because they're fairly inexpensive but have like really good quality and very like on trend jewelry. So the first thing I picked up is a pair of earrings, and I'm going to do a close-up on them so you can see. They're sort of this like knit chain material at the top, black, and then just have these gold spikes that hang. I wear a lot of black. I wear a lot of black and gold jewelry, so they kind of just matched with everything that I had. Of course, now I'm wearing like a neon necklace when I say I wear black and gold jewelry. Next up is a bracelet that I picked up from Henry Bendel. I had never been in that store before, but I'd heard a lot of people talk about it and loved it. It was just really nicely like merchandised, laid out. It was a really nice store, and we actually spent a lot of our time in there because my dad decided he wanted to buy my mom a purse, and it took us a good like 2 hours and over a 2-day time to figure out what purse to get her, but he did get one. So like I said, I picked up a bracelet, and I actually picked up the same one for one of my sisters. So it's just this really thin gold bangle, and then it has these 2 sort of teardrop shaped pieces here that have little fake sort of like a bronzy gold little studded diamonds in it. So I thought it was cute. It was probably like the least expensive jewelry thing I could find there, because as much as I loved their things, I was not willing to pay like $100+ for a bracelet. Like, I lose things too easily, and I'm a girl who shops at Forever 21, so this was even a splurge for me, and I think it was around $40. So next I will show you all of the items that I picked up from Sephora, and there is a lot of makeup that I picked up from Sephora. I actually had the VIB 15% off coupon, so I figured while I was in the States and the prices were cheaper than Canada and I had this coupon, I would go a little crazy, and I did go a little crazy. So starting with skincare, I've actually wanted to change my skincare routine. I really like it. It works well for me, but it's really expensive, and I just can't keep bringing myself to pay that much money for like a moisturizer, face wash. It's just not working. So I had heard really good things about the brand First Aid Beauty, that they're great for sensitive skin, that they're great for acne prone skin, and I've just heard a lot of really amazing things about the brand. So I picked up a number of items from them. The first was this kit, and it's called the Fab First Aid Beauty. So it came in this box. Mine's a little smushed because it was in my suitcase, and it comes with 3 really good sized items actually. The first is the face wash. It's their face cleanser. I've only used this one so far. I like it. I might sort of do a back and forth between this one and the acne cleanser that I'm using, because the acne cleanser I'm currently using really helped get rid of my cystic acne. So I'm kind of thinking I might switch it off here and there and get my face kind of used to using this. Next, it came with the facial radiance pads. I think these are supposed to be sort of like a light exfoliator or peel. You're supposed to use them daily. I have yet to use these, but I know my sister, I bought her the kit, also has been using them and really likes it so far. And the last thing it came with is their Ultra Repair Cream, and this is the thing I've heard the most about. It's supposed to be super hydrating. It says relieves minor irritation and itching due to eczema, so it's a really good moisturizer without being like oily or greasy, and has yet to break me out. I've used it a few times, and my sister's been using this quite a bit, and again hasn't had any issues with breaking out. So to go along with that kit, I picked up the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Liquid Recovery. I guess it's supposed to be kind of like a toner, but it's supposed to soothe, help, dry skin, help with any sort of redness, clear up acne scars, even skin tone. So those are sort of the things I need, because I'm not dealing so much with acne now, but I do have a lot of scarring and my face is bumpy. Like, I do not have an even complexion at all. So I've heard really amazing things about this. You just use a teaspoon of it in the morning and a teaspoon of it at night before you put on your moisturizer, and I read nothing but amazing reviews about it on the Sephora website, so I thought I would give it a go. Now, if you've been watching my videos for a while now, you know that I am obsessed with the fact that my under eye area is always dry, always creasing. even today it's not looking so great. So I picked up another product from First Aid Beauty, and this is the Detox Eye Roller. It's supposed to help with under eye puffiness, dark circles, and fine lines. I would say that thus far it has definitely helped with depuffing. I, for whatever reason, always wake up with the puffiest eyes, and this has really helped with that. I think it also might help with the dark circles, but it hasn't been super moisturizing, and I still find that I have a lot of creasing under my eyes. So I think I need to find another product that works in combination with this. But if you don't have a lot of dryness or issues with creasing and it's more just puffiness and dark circles, then this is like amazing. I really like it for that purpose. And the final skincare item from that brand I picked up was actually one of the Sephora 100 point gifts, and it is the Facial Radiance Polish, and I just figured I would try it out since I'm trying all the other products. It's just like a little exfoliator that, again, you could use daily. So that's the last skincare item I picked up. So moving on to the sort of more fun, colorful products, I picked up 2 nail polishes from the Formula X brand. Now, I told myself not that long ago that I was not going to buy any more nail polish. I don't need any more nail polish. But after trying a couple of these out for review, I just love the brand, and they have so many cool like top coats and different effects, like things I haven't seen from other brands. So the first one I picked up is in the color Explosive, and basically what it is it dries down to a matte black finish, but all of the glitter that's inside is still really glittery. So you have like this matte black with all this bright glitter. I haven't tried it yet, but from all the pictures I saw, it looks amazing. Next up is a top coat, and this is in Turbulent. It's like a clear base with different sized pieces of black and sort of this bright turquoise blue glitter. And when you put it on, it kind of gets that sort of splattered paint or graffiti effect. I'm wearing it right now. I absolutely love it. I'm suck when it comes to nail art. I even tried to do like that whole nail dotting the other day. It did not work for me. So this is sort of idiot proof and a good way to get a more interesting manicure. I love it, and I really want to pick up more shades from it because it applied nicely, and I just love like the effect that it gave my nails. So a somewhat random purchase from Sephora, I picked up a new hairbrush, and it is from the Dry Bar, and it's their Lemon Drop hairbrush. I have always used one of those massive paddle brushes because I have really thick hair. It gets knotted a lot, but I've noticed it coming out quite a bit when I've been brushing it. So I thought I would give this a try because this is supposed to be sort of like one of those things that helps get tangles out without hurting and without really ruining the hair. I really do like it. I definitely think it gets tangles out better than the brush I was using, but I haven't noticed a huge difference in terms of it stopping hair from coming out because it's still coming out when I brush it. Luckily, I have enough that I can afford it to come out. So yeah, I really like it. And I think it's supposed to be sort of like the wet brush that I know a lot of people use. While I was in New York, I ran out of my favorite setting spray, which is the Urban Decay De-Slick Makeup Setting Spray. So I picked up another little bottle. It's funny because I feel like I probably would get a better deal if I picked up the big bottle, but for some reason I'm not willing to commit to the big one. I like the little size, it's good for travel, and I don't know, I like it. I guess I don't like it enough to get the huge size, but for now it works pretty well. It's sort of keeping your makeup on throughout the day and helping sort of control the oil. I wouldn't say it's like a miracle worker and I don't have to touch up throughout the day or anything, but it definitely helps. I had really wanted to pick up a new liner from Stila. I heard really great things about their Smudge Stick waterproof eyeliner. I really like to line like the waterline in my eyes, but I find that almost everything just sort of fades throughout the day and comes off. And I had a really hard time deciding what shade to pick up. I had this one here plus 3 others, and it was funny because I asked my dad his opinion, which I don't even know why I asked him his opinion. He knows nothing about makeup. He doesn't care about makeup. But I asked him and he said, well, why don't you get all 3? And I'm like, seriously? Like, these are the people that say I have a makeup addiction, and he's trying to tell me to get all 3. So no, I limited myself and I only picked up one, and this is in the shade Turquoise, and it's exactly the shade that you see here is exactly what you get. It is bright. Like, oh, I don't know if you can see. Again, I'll do a close-up. It is super bright, but it's going to be gorgeous for summer, and I'm really excited to play around with it. I only picked up one lip product while I was away, and it was one thing that has been on my coveting or wish list for a really long time, and I'm not really sure why I hadn't picked it up before. And it is one of the YSL Rouge Volupté Shines, and this is in number 12, and it's this super hot sort of neon corally orange. Just like the perfect shade for summer, my sort of perfect shade. I love these. They're so moisturizing. They have a ton of pigmentation, but they feel amazing on the lips. They feel like more of a lip balm than like a lipstick or a lip gloss. They're amazing, and I absolutely love them, and I love this color. So I'm really excited that I ended up picking that up. In terms of blush, I only picked up 2 items, which is surprising for me because, as you know, I am a huge blush addict. The first is from Josie Maran, and it's one of the coconut watercolor like cheek stains, and this is in the shade Poppy Paradise. So it's super bright and pigmented sort of in the packaging, but when you swatch it, it's not as crazy bright as you see. Like, it's still bright, but it can be blended out really nicely. I love it. I think this is going to be great for summer. I'm actually wearing it today, but you probably can't tell because of the lighting. So that was the first thing that I picked up, but I'm really happy with it so far. And the second blush I picked up is from Tarte, and it's one of the new shades of their Amazonian clay blushes, which you know I absolutely love. And this is in the shade Fearless. Now, I went back and forth between this one and the shade Natural Beauty, which is this really, really gorgeous sort of bright corally red, and I still want it, but I just couldn't decide, and I figured I'm not sure if these new ones are limited edition or not, and I know the Natural Beauty one is part of the regular line, so I went with this one. And it's a sort of really pretty, it looks just like a pale pink in the packaging, but when you swatch it, it has these really nice coral undertones, and it works really well with the Josie Maran blush that I just showed you. So again, I'm wearing this today, but I'm not sure that you can tell based on the lighting in here. And the last thing I picked up from Sephora is a palette I've had my eyes on for a really long time, and decided because I have this 15% off coupon and I was in the States that I would pick it up. It is from Marc Jacobs, and it's the Starlet palette. So it has all these sort of really nice frosty shimmery shades. I had a subscriber warn me about the fact that they're all frosty and that it doesn't necessarily work as a complete look because you almost need like sort of a matte shade in the crease or to help tone things down. So keeping that in mind, I still picked it up because I had a lot of items I could use with it. However, I'm not 100% sure whether I like it or not. I used it today, just a couple of like the colors on this side, and I found them almost to be somewhat gritty. Like, they didn't apply as smoothly as I thought they would. So I'm still kind of on the fence about this. I'm going to use it a few more times, and if I don't love it, then I'm going to return it to Sephora because there's no point paying for, you know, a big expensive palette like this and then not loving it and not using it. So next up, I picked something up from Anthropologie. I was in the store looking at some like home decor things, and I actually walked by their little perfume section and just happened to smell this. And it's a perfume from the brand. It's one of their Go Be Lovely perfumes, and this is in the scent Coconut Milk Mango, and it is amazing. It smells like coconuts and mango. Oh, it's so good. It's going to be the perfect scent for summer. I absolutely love it. It's just fresh and clean. And for $14, I thought it was an amazing deal. So if you have an Anthropologie near you, I would definitely recommend smelling this because, oh, it's like the perfect scent for summer, which I already said, but it really is the perfect scent for summer. Lastly, I'll show you the sort of 2 big accessory items that I picked up while away. The first thing I'm going to show you actually wasn't from New York City. We flew out of and landed back in Buffalo, and on our way home my dad had to stop at the outlet mall for some reason, and I happened to find a sunglass store that had a really good sale on. So I picked up a pair of Marc by Marc Jacobs sunglasses. You can see there. They were marked down to like $59, and then I think it was either an extra 30 or 40% off of that, so it was a really amazing deal. I like them. I have a lot of like the sort of bigger cat eye sunglasses, but I don't have many that have this sort of, I'm not going to say the word right. Is it like wayfarer? Anyway, that style. So I really like them. And the very last item I picked up is something that I've had my eyes on for a really long time. I knew I was going to purchase this when I went to New York. It is a new purse. I like to carry a really small purse because I have a super bad back, but all of the little small purses I have can't fit wallets in them, and so I'm always sort of just like cramming my cards and my money, and it's it's not a great situation. So I picked up a new purse from Rebecca Minkoff, and this is one of the wallet on a chain purses. So it's black, it has the gold studding and then the gold chain. But what I love about it is that inside, it's a wallet. So you have all this room here for cards, it fits a cell phone, it can fit a couple of lip products. There's a zipper compartment where I can put my change in, so I'm not just throwing them in the bottom of my bag, and then there's more room for cards at the front here. So I just really love this, and I think black was sort of the way to go. They had other colors, but I wanted to get something that was sort of going to be timeless and that I can use any season, so that was my choice. So that is it for my New York City haul. Be sure to leave me a comment below. Let me know if you'd like to see a further review either on my blog or by video of any of the items that I picked up. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!